Hi guys, well this time we're going to be working on this laptop here. It's an ASUS X553M, and it's a pretty good laptop as far as for the most part, but it just the hard drive is very slow. And I've become frustrated to the point where I'm ready to do something about it. What we're going to do is we're going to put this Samsung 850 EVO SSD in it. And hopefully that will speed her up some. So before I just jump in and start doing all that, there's a few things I want to make sure of. Not the least of which is that ASUS still supports this product. So I'm pretty sure they will. It's not that old. But it's good to make sure that you can get the drivers before you start changing anything that you may not be able to change back. Now, of course, in this case, this would be completely reversible because we'll just take out the 1 terabyte hard drive that's in it, and we're going to put this 500 gig SSD in its place. Yeah, with the SSD, it does include software to copy your existing hard drive onto the new SSD. Unfortunately, that doesn't work so well if you have different sizes. So this SSD here is a 500 gig, the one installed is 1 terabyte. So a direct copy will not work. But anyway, here is the disk that comes with it. It's the utilities. It includes benchmarks and, of course, a copy utility that you would use after you get up and running with it. Yeah, so next thing to do is we're going to go ahead and visit ASUS and see if they have the drivers that we're going to need. We'll go ahead and copy them onto this flash drive here. There we go. So we'll get this flash drive down here. Okay. Here we go, drivers and manuals. Just to ensure that the computer completely shuts off, I'm going to turn it off here, pressing and holding the power button for several seconds. Alright, now I'm going to hold F2 and I'm going to press the power button. And we have entered here. And what I want to do is I want to make sure that AHCI, there we go, static configuration. And it is, in fact, AHCI mode is in fact enabled. Okay. So with that done, with F10 to exit, and save, enter. Alright. Go ahead and unplug it from its power supply. Turn it off. Okay. Let's see if that works. Fits pretty good. short screws up here in the front. Remember that, huh? Alright, it should be all the screws. What we'll do now, open it back up. Okay. This little guy here. For that, we'll set this off to the side. There we go. So we can set that back under there. Make sure it doesn't reconnect. Just about got her. Get all these little guys disconnected here. Alright. So, the ribbon cable here needs to come loose. So I'll pull up on the lock. And release it. There's one here for probably the touchpad as well. And this is out of our way. Okay. We'll set this aside. Alrighty. Now, this is the hard drive. So so we have the hard drive over here in the upper corner. So we'll put that right there. back that way. The whole thing comes out as an assembly. Right. So here's our hard drive. So with that done, let's set the machine aside. Next thing we gotta do is we gotta take out these screws here. Got one screw here, one screw over there. So whew, they are holding on for dear life. Get this bigger handle. So since we're only going to have those two screws out of here, we'll just put them over here for right now. Alright. Now, here's our caddy. Here's our 1 terabyte spinner. Here is the new SSD. Now, orientation. The connector was this way. We're going to put the connector this way on the new drive. Mounting holes. Okay. It was this far corner here. Lock it down and get the other one started. So the other one went in this corner. Okay, then lock it down. Over here, lock it down. Okay. Now with that done, we can put the new drive in the laptop. So, let's go back to our original driver. Put it on this, put this away. Okay. We'll line up our connector. Pull it back this way. That's good. Now, put the screws back in the hard drive. there we go. Now ASUS has a new 500 gig SSD. Alright. So, put the top back on her. And to do that, we're going to have to reattach these ribbon cables. So we just line them up. There we go. Push down the lock. And the other one. Same story on the other one. Alright, that looks good. Alright, now let's start popping it back together. Work our way around. Let's all pop back together. In here. Okay. See if it turns on. Like it does. Okay. Keyboard. Now let's see what our boot order is. Okay, here we are. Port 1. So our hard drive is detected. Yeah, hard drive is detected. That's a good thing. Secure boot menu. So I want to disable secure boot. I'm going to disable that, and that's so that later on I can install other operating systems. So we'll disable that. And that should do it. Save. And we'll F10 to save and exit. Okay. We got looping going on here. Okay, we're get the screws back in. Figure out the rest later. Okay. So the shorty guys went up front. Let's screw all those in first. It's got all the short ones. So the longer ones. Just go around dropping the holes. Should be out of screws, and they are. Alright, next thing, tighten screws up. So I'm going to work from the inside of the edges out and tighten those down. And I'll be tightening the corners last. Okay. Now we can start tightening the corners. Alright, now we just make sure we didn't miss anything. Quick pull on them. Should be that. Okay, next. First and foremost, put the power back in over here. Okay. Put the tools away. Put up. Next thing, we're going to need a bootable disc. save and exit. Begin to install Windows 10. Alright, so Windows is installed. And the SSD seems to be working quite well. I benchmarked it with the Samsung Magician, and these are the results I came up with. 283 on the read, 271 on the write. I think that's more limitation of the hardware in the computer itself than it is of the hard drive. So that's considerably faster than what we were getting, I'm sure, than the old spinning hard drive. So anyway, you can just tell by the way apps open and the way they respond that the computers just say so much more fun to use now than it used to be, where you click and you think maybe you didn't click because nothing seems to be happening, and then you get 3 or 4 windows open when something finally opens. Yeah, that old game. That's no good. So let's see here. I installed Firefox, Google Chrome, VLC Media Player. I got the Adobe Creative Cloud apps installed. I got Handbrake to convert video. I got Office 365. I put the Norton Security antivirus on there, and basically I'm back to just about where I was before I started this project. About the only thing missing is VirtualBox and my virtual machines. I'll get to that another time. So anyway, yeah, definitely worth the trouble, worth the money, worth the effort to upgrade to the SSD. Made a nice machine out of something that was just annoying as heck to use before. So definitely recommend it. It's good bang for the buck. As far as computer upgrades go, I don't think there's a better one, except maybe memory. So hey, with that, I'm going to go ahead and close the video out. I'd like to invite you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave me a comment, thumbs up, thumbs down, however you feel. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all later.